Now it's time for the twerkulate. Now it's time for the twerkulate. Now it's time. Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Bianca J, and you're here for a review of The Revisioners. This book is by Margaret Wilkerson Sexton. I believe this is like her third or fourth book. And just so I can give you a brief synopsis of like what it's about, and then I'll get into the review. So just from the book jacket, it says that in 1924, Josephine is the proud owner of a thriving farm. As a child, she channeled otherworldly power to free herself from slavery. Now her new neighbor, a white woman named Charlotte, seeks her company, and an uneasy friendship grows between them. But Charlotte had also sought the solace in the Ku Klux Klan, a relationship that jeopardizes Josephine's family. Nearly 100 years later, Josephine's descendant Ava is a single mother who has just lost her job. She moves in with her white grandmother, Martha, a wealthy but lonely woman who pays Ava to be her companion. But Martha's behavior soon becomes erratic, then threatening, and Ava must escape before her story and Josephine's converge. The Revisioners explores the depths of women's relationships, powerful women and marginalized women, healers and survivors. It is a novel about the bonds between mothers and their children, the dangers that upend those bonds, and at its core, the revision ponders generational legacies, the endurance of hope, and the undying promise of freedom. So, yeah, if you want to know more about this book, stick around for my review because I read the whole thing. But before we get started, you know, I gotta tell y'all what it is and what it's gonna be. So make sure that if you like this video and you enjoy my content, that you like, comment, subscribe. It helps me grow in the YouTube algorithm, give me a little coin. Lord knows I need it. And you can also keep up with everything else Bianca J at my website, www.biancaj.com. I do write children's books. I have one out and one on the way. So check out all the good news there, as well as I have merch available for purchase. Check that out too. And then like get into it. Just go through the blogs, enjoy. You'll see that I do like a ton of different things in marketing and things of that nature. So if you loving it and you liking it, go ahead and show me a little love in any way that feels right to you. Now, I want to give you like this book review, and I want to tell you what I thought of The Revisioners. And you know, my typical way. So I have to pull up my questions, as you know I do. So what I like most about the book, what I like least about the book. Okay, so, and I feel like I say this all the time. What I like the least about this book, as well as a lot of books in this African American genre, is that there is always like this need to have like this white savior trope, and it just gets boring. It gets boring, and that's why I really appreciate Zora Neale Hurston, because she just thought it was okay to create a world that didn't include white people. And if that's, I mean, like sometimes it feels like the publisher pushes it, but it doesn't always feel necessary to the work. And also the story, slave owner. Ugh. No? Or am I the only one fucking tired of it? I'm just tired of it. Every book by a black person has this trope. Why? What? To whose benefit? For what reason? I don't get it. What I like best about the book, I actually enjoyed Josephine's story a lot more than Ava's. I enjoyed learning about Josephine, her situation in 1855, her situation in 1924, their abilities to kind of raise themselves from sharecroppers to owners of a 300-acre farm is amazing. So I liked it. I think it could have been developed more, but overall I thought it was nice and neat. This book reminded me of some of the works of Toni Morrison. You could tell that's someone that probably inspires Miss Sexton. It didn't quite hit that level of like work, but of course she's a new writer, so why would it? But that's what it kind of reminded me of. The characters in the book that I like the best, I guess I really enjoy Jupiter, like the way he kind of tells his stories and gets people to like manipulates people into believing whatever he wants. I thought he was really interesting, so I enjoyed Jupiter a lot. I also like Josephine's mom. I thought she had a very interesting persona, the way she handled things, the way she saw things. So I thought that was a really fun change that you don't always get to see. Even the way she thought of loyalty and like kind of putting her daughter first and being a mom. I thought that was great. So my favorite quote from this book actually is not even in the book. It is the foreword of the book. On the very, like, before the book even starts, they start off with this, like, is it called an epitaph? I thought it was the end. Whatever. Anyway, it says, I go forth alone and stand as 10,000. And it's by Maya Angelou. And, like, Lord, like, sometimes that's how I've been feeling over the last month or so. I've been having these challenges in my life. And I have just been calling on the strength of like my ancestors, God, spirit guides, to just kind of walk with me, you know, like I look like I'm alone, but trust me, they got the power of the spirit walking with me. So I love that quote. I thought that was like the best part. It really got me to read the book a lot. It really got me into it. So which characters in the book did I like the least? Okay, my least favorite character was... See, I liked Martha. Even as a villain, she was a good villain. I guess the only person I didn't like was... probably Josephine's son. What was his name? Not Jericho, that was the son's son. Anyway, Josephine's son, he kind of the heir to the throne of the farm, I guess. I ain't like him. I just thought he was like goofy, unconcerned, kind of more interested in his power than he was in his success. And I just thought that was kind of stupid. But he wasn't my favorite, and that's just how that goes. I would read another book by this author. So it's asking, would I ever read another book by this author? Of course I would. It was a good book. Was it my favorite? No. Was it the book of the year? No, it wasn't. But it was a good book. She had some good things in there. I think that this work could have just been fleshed out more, developed more. I would love to know more about Ava's life. Why did her husband leave? You know, things like that. That just kind of didn't show itself to me. That didn't kind of make itself known right away. It was some stuff I would have wanted to know more of that just kind of didn't happen. But the book is literally just commercial size, and it stops at not even 270. It stops at 276. So it doesn't even make it to 300 pages, which is the natural commercial size. And there's so much left to be said. And as you guys may have noticed, I am very much into like literature. So my books are typically like thick, so they can kind of get me everything. So this was fine. It's a fiction. It doesn't have to like last for eternity. It was just some things I wanted to know that would have made the book more enjoyable for me. Overall, like the book really talks about slavery and race again. So it does evoke those feelings of like just kind of like this like you just kind of feel the need to kind of like put your walls up and be a little more concerning and discerning with people, just because of the nature of the work and how people interact with people that they don't recognize as their own for whatever reason. And that's the unfortunate thing about racism. So unfortunate. I'm quite tired of racism, y'all. If you can't tell, I am racismed out. Like, I went to a historically black college and university, and that was the focus of the study. And then I'm a black woman, and so that's 50%, if not more, of my like living experience, as well as the media, who is consistently focusing on the focal point of race in Black America. And if anybody's tired of hearing about race, it is this black woman. Like, it's exhausting. It's draining to consistently educate about race, talk about race, and learn about race. It's a never-ending cycle. I just wonder, how are we supposed to ever get anything done if I consistently have to explain why I deserve to do it. So overall, I'm just over race. I'm just over racism. I'm just over it. They have a lot of spiritual hymns in this book that you can kind of revert to, but it's kind of like those old school slave spirituals that we know of. So, you know, overall, I would give this book like a 3. If you enjoy kind of going back in the past, because she does do that flashback and forward thing. So if you like that, if you don't mind the white savior trope, and you enjoy, you know, reading, you're not racism out, then pick it up, enjoy it. You very much will like it. If you're like me and you like, I can't read another book about race, then I understand, and this probably isn't the one for you. But like, if you're indifferent and you can read it and it isn't going to bother you, like I say, check it out. Like, it's something to learn. They do have some spirituality and some witchcraft stuff in there, so I like that. I like to, you know, I kind of highlighted a couple of the spells and stuff just because I just thought it was interesting. So you can get your little hoodoo thing going. So yeah, I don't know, check it out for yourself. Let me know what you thought of it. If you've already read it and you take a totally different view than me, then tell me what you think. I'm interested and curious to know. And I will see y'all soon. I think I'm reading The Marathon Don't Stop. The Marathon Don't Stop. I'm reading that. It's the memoir of Nipsey Hussle. So I'll be giving you a review of that soon. And I have some more to talk about with The Beloved. And some more to talk about with Theory and Criticism. So it's just a lot more coming y'all way. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. Make sure you like and comment so I can feel encouraged to get up and be here for people who care about me. Okay, so see y'all next time, and be easy.